Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Falcons and the 66ers. The 66ers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Grady Ringwell out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Steve Rice is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees the temperature at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. One-two pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Root, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way.
0-1, no strike.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That's third. The first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Now batting, Jeffrey Bellamy. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. One 0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And the pitch. This one sinks low on a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. John O'Neill would be next. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Sanders will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now in the box, Ben Fuller. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Tyler Blackwell.
Stepping up now, Tyler Blackwell comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Now the pitch. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff, or he's in for a long day.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Yeah, swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Dante Smith, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Up and the 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, John O'Neill. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
John O'Neill.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. That's down into left center for a base hit.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Into the box, Blake Hamby. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The numbers for him certainly look good. He's at 327, 2 home runs, and 16 RBIs. Now the 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the stretch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Rodney Myers. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. Digging in now, Bruce Sanders. First pitch coming. Here it is. Circle change too low. Ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs.
Swing and a liner. Foul. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, yeah.
Fouled off. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Now at the plate, Ellis Means. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Ball and a strike. Hamby at third. Myers is over at second with 1 down in the inning. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in now, Brent Sanders, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, He's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Two balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Two and one, here it is. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Call didn't go his way on 2 and 1, but it's important here on 3 and 1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Lifted in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Sandlot is on top 1-0. Ready now, Justin Bishop, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. This is foul right side. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Chopped on the ground to first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jesse Smith.
Standing in, Jesse Smith. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Bellamy over to his left. 2 down. So digging in now, J.P. Humphries. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Fouled away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 2 full. The Falcons are out in front here, 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Steve Rice. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So an inning-opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Now that shortstop, Kevin Root.
In now, Kevin Root. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope. We got a ball, 1 strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Standing in now, Jeffrey Bellamy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, and it's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard to third. Reined in. 1 there. On to first. A double play.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole hitter when the first 2 guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Digging in to try it again, John O'Neill. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
2 balls and a strike now. Hitters count now, the 2-1.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Men on third with 2 down. Line drive, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now that.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate now, Blake Hamby. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 1-0 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kohler is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Sandlot leads this one 2-0. Stepping in, Orlando Schultz. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Digging in, Casey Quick. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
3-0 pitch is taken, strike one. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Grady Ringwell, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Line drive to center field, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. Long throw to third, and he's safe.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 in a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off the at-bat, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
So now to the plate, Ben Kohler, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
At the plate, Tyler Blackwell, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0.
Hey! 1-1.
Very high, 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Now with the plate, Dante Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat.
Whoa, that's just out.
Here's the 1-0. And there's a base hit on the line. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
And after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Justin Bishop is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He looks to do some early damage with the bases loaded. Both the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. 3 innings complete. The Sandlot is on top here, 2-1. At the plate, Rodney Mize.
Leading up for the Sandlot, the second baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here. Just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Into the box, Bruce Sanders, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
fielder, number 34, Ellis Means.
So stepping in, Ellis means he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Now at the plate, Brett Sanders. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Sandlot is out in front, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Jesse Smith, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes. Smith swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 1, J.P. Humphrey.
Digging in, J.P. Humphreys comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
The 1-0. A swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
In now, Orlando Schultz. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Trent Smith gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Ready once again, Steve Rice. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Smith has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball. A high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Kevin Root. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a look over first, and he'll get back in safely. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw, being especially careful here. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. A 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And now this is bobbled out in center. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Hey, Dero, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Digging in once again, Blake Hamby. First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that could fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rodney Myers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. but I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Falcons are out in front 4-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Casey Quick.
The second baseman, Casey Quick.
Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Troy Drennan will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. The average for him coming in at .322. 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. Wind up and the 0-1.
1-1.
Fouled away. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
To the plate now, Ben Kohler. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least 1 more batter. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Eddie Munkauskas takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Eddie Munkauskas. Leading off for the Sanders.
So now to the plate, Bruce Sanders, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2. Munkauskas, a Canadian native. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box, Ellis Means, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to this point. Ball 1, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Fouled away. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So coming to the plate, Brett Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
2-0 home. He's running. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. And 1. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
At the plate, Steve Rice, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Tyler Blackwell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Plate 2-1. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, after starting the game 0-for-2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Dante Smith is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Bishop.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Bishop. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. In the air now, out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The batter, the third baseman, Jesse.
Riding in once again, Jesse Smith. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 out with a man at first. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. And another foul ball. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Kevin Root.
The shortstop, Kevin Root.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Has some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here now the 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Bishop is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Stepping in, Jeffrey Bellamy. First pitch coming, here it is. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Now back, catcher, John O'Neill.
At the plate now, John O'Neill. Pitch is popped up. Bishop calls for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 54.
Ready for another shot now. Blake Hamby earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's set and the pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
The 0-2 home. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, J.P. Humphries as the
captain, J.P. Humphries.
first offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Hit hard towards the hole. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Standing in now, Orlando Schultz. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Hamby will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. In now, Casey Quick. First pitch coming, here it is. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. With runners in scoring position this season, Rojas is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And the runner is in from second. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out of here for a 3-run shot, but to his credit, he didn't hesitate or break into that home run trot. He busted it out of the box and was thinking triple all the way. Well done.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in. Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So, for the time being, he stands to be the winning pitcher, but he is responsible for the possible tying run over at third.
Your attention, please.
So, with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Ready. Here's the first offering.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Bellamy is calling for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, the right fielder, Tyler.
So striding in, Tyler Blackwell, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 0-1 the count. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 outs here with the runner at third. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Doesn't chase after the splitter, and he works it back to a full count.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Jesus Zapata has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Rodney Mize. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Striding in, Bruce Sanders. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0. Fouled off. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Popped him up. Smith is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Ellis Means. First pitch on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Joel Sloan will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. On to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Joel Sloan stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Dante Smith is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And he popped him up. Myers has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Justin Bishop. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpens look sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a third one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes.
Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Dante Tracy enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Steve Rice, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Line drive to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room for their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
In now, Kevin Root. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Kohler is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Had to go a long way to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. Here's the first pitch to him. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. Back to first, and he throws it away. Back to first, but it's right by him.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Blake Hamby. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. He's set. The 0-1. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit. Also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Orlando Schultz. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. And it's fouled away. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. Dallas Phillips will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Brent Means comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. To first. He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out. St. Odd will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's got the average to 321. 7 homers and 34 driven in. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Falcons took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Brett Sanders earns win number 4 on the season. Grady Ringwell was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
No error.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kings and the Roadrunners. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Stu Money is on the mound for game 2. And please, Zach, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through his stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Standing in, number 58, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out: a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Jalen Hurt is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
So now to the plate, Fred Blair. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
To the plate now, Todd Alexander, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out, runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Next will be the designated hitter, Akinori Yamazaki, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. from the stretch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. This year against right-handed pitching, Yamazaki brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
The 2-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Right to him. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Julian Ventura will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Ben?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, and I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now at the plate, John Joyner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Roadrunners, the second baseman, John Joyner.
Pitch on the way. Ball 1. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Grounded down the third baseline. Reined in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting second, the third baseman, David Meredith.
At the plate, David Meredith. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, that's off the plate.
1 out, nobody on. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Number 58 is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting first, the first baseman, Brooks McKay.
Into the box now, Brooks McKay. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And he will leap to make an incredible catch. He takes away extra bases to put an end to the inning. They don't come much better than this. Full extension out in center to pull this one in. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Digging in, Roberto Velez. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. And the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Alvaro Lopez.
Settling in now, Alvaro Lopez. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. On the ground to third. And there's out number 2. Stepping into the box, Will Elmore, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Basil Lowry, and he'll put his 9-game hitting streak on the line in this one.
Basil Lowry.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. 1-1. Now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. At the plate, Julius Grady. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That's ball.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Struck him out.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, Lee Johnson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 0-1.
1-1.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Two and two the count. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Digging in the switch hitter, Dominique Durazo, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up, and they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
At the plate, number 58, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pops this one up. And that's in there, base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the
Well, you
place.
come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
At the plate now, Jalen Hurt. So take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike. The 2-1. Strike 2 swinging. For 2 strikes now and a runner at first. Do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Fred Blair, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-2 once more.
Count is 1-2.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Set to deal on 2-2.
We got full count.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
So now to the plate, Todd Alexander, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's set. The 0-1 sent out to straightaway center field. Buxton is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Striding into the box, Tom Magruder. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's one away.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Raymond Buxton.
Into the box, Raymond Buxton is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Brian Mack. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. One and 0 pitch on the way. Runners on first with one down. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's going.
And he's back in standing. In now, John Joyner. This is a look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Elmore has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
David Meredith.
Digging in for his second at-bat, David Meredith. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1.
2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Brooks McKay, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Mack over at second. Meredith on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Mobile is on top 1-0. leading off the inning, Akinori Yamazaki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Akinori Yamazaki.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
3-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 3-1. Now that's popped up. McCabe is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, Roberto Velez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roberto Velez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up, and this will also head toward the right side of the infield. Joyner ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Alvaro Lopez.
Ready for another chance, Alvaro Lopez. Here's the first pitch to him.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. Mack has got it, and the side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Basil Lowry. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. A throw down to first, 1 away. Into the box now, Julius Grady. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
The 2-0. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
At the plate, Lee Johnson, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Runner at second here with one man out. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So striding forward now, Tom Magruder. First pitch on its way. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Magruder carries a very respectable hitting line right at .310.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Now batting, Raymond Buxton. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-0.
2-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1 home.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Mack. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to first. He's got it. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batting.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, John Joyner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
No balls and 1 strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. He'll run this down in foul territory, and here comes the runner from third. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Now in the box, David Meredith. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
The first baseman,
Hey, D, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Grant Snyder answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. At the plate now, Brooks McKay, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A ball and a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. In for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Lays off 2-2 now. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And add one more, as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Stepping in now, Basil Lowry, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. On the season, Lowry has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Mobile leads it 6-0. Coming to the plate now, Will Elmore, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit hard to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Dominique Durazo.
Stepping up now, Dominique Durazo, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
The batter, number 58.
Digging in and looking for more, number 58. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hops this one up. But this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Julius Grady. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-0 now. Here it comes. 3-0 now. Lee Johnson waits on deck. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Down back, the designated hitter, Lee Johnson.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lee Johnson. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing hard liner to left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Into the box now, Tom Magruder scooped up. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he is in there.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Digging in now, Raymond Buxton. Here comes the first pitch, and that misses, ball 1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Pops this one up, but this will land untouched. Fouled off. A 1-2 pitch.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. Bouncer to the left side. The second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Ready now, Brian Mack, and their runners at the corners now. First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's flared toward left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 8-0. Throw won't get him.
Now back, second baseman, Joyner.
To the plate now, John Joyner. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Vic Fulton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. David Meredith will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. As a look, now the pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
The 1-1.
Ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Change up, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
3 runs already home here. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and a runner left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Roadrunners lead it 9-0. Digging in to try it again, Jalen Hurt. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First offering on its way. This is chopped down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking to send him packing again. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Popped him up. Meredith shading to his right. He's got it 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in, Fred Blair. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Man, this guy is retiring a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we're going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Got him.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Alexander.
Standing in now, Todd Alexander. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Striding forward now is the DH, Akinori Yamazaki, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch as soon as it comes out of the hand.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Brooks McKay. The pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
The left fielder, number 3, Basil Lowry.
At the plate, Basil Lowry, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
In now, Julius Grady, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. This is skied into short left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lee Johnson.
So digging in now, Lee Johnson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Here comes the 1-0.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Digging in, Roberto Velez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch to third, fielded cleanly, and the throw's offline as he tried to sweep it up that time. It came up with nothing but a glove full of dust. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Runner at first following the error. And next to hit is the catcher, Alvaro Lopez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. Nobody out. Runner on first. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone, and if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Now at the plate, Will Elmore. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Right down the chute that time. 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
At the plate, Dominique Durazo will swing it from the left side right here. First delivery to him on the way. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. A runner on first with 2 away. Sent out to straightaway center field. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
From the traditional 7th inning, correct.
Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Tom Magruder.
Tom Magruder.
First offering on its way.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Yeah.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. And that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 12, Raymond Buxton.
Now at the plate, Raymond Buxton. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
That's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Count even now at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. One out, nobody on. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Brian Mack. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
We got a ball, 1 strike. I got 2-1 the count.
Popped up. Velez over to his right, and that retires the side. So stepping in, number 58. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Ball 1.
Well, he's throwing a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And it's fouled away. swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of his zone. 1 out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
At the plate now, Jalen Hurt. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And he'll get in there safely.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still have the lead. Sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it, but they can't keep doing this and expect to be successful.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Stepping in now, Fred Blair, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Fastball called strike. 1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Just hung in there on that one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So here's the cleanup hitter, Todd Alexander, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 9-1 contest.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box now, Akinori Yamazaki will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Count 1-2.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Again, a 1-2. Line drive to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 9-2 contest.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
So now to the plate, Roberto Velez. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Comes set with the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
First and second now, 1 man out. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line, and this will stay fair. Home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. His first home run of the season as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Well, with a 3-2 count and only 1 out, he knew that he was probably going to see a pitch in the zone, but he could not have hoped for a better pitch to drive. All aboard the RBI train.
Dean Ma gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. At the plate, Alvaro Lopez, and he popped him up. Meredith takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Standing in now, Will Elmore, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Ma is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. The Roadrunners are out on top 9-5. Dominique Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go John Joyner, 0 for 2, but with 2 RBIs in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. A line drive base hit to left field.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Throw over to first, just keeping him close. At the plate now, David Meredith, and on the first pitch he grounds foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brooks McKay.
Ready once again, Brooks McKay. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch on its way.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2-0 pitch on the way.
3-0.
Basil Lowry is on deck. pitch. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And there he goes towards second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3, Basil Lowry.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Basil Lowry. He's set. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. Alexander is there. 2 down. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting, right fielder, Julius Grady.
Digging in once again, Julius Grady. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
The 1-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. John Butler comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Dominique Durazo. First offering on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Butler has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Butler, originally from the state of Alabama. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Dominique Durazo is retired to kick off the ninth. In now, number 58. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
The first baseman, number 2, Jalen.
Stepping in now, Jalen Hurt, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. So coming to the plate, Fred Blair. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 4-1. Two out with a man at first. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Billy Rushing gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off. Digging in, Todd Alexander. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb. But hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. From the stretch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Two down, runners at first and second. And he fouls this one off. They definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Mobile get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Stu Money earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Julian Ventura couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our finalized score. First, for your victorious home team, 9 runs on 10 hits. 3 errors, they left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 5 runs on 9 hits. 2 errors, they left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
o'clock. We got to have a thing to walk.
Yes,